Welcome back to G-Man-P, the Great TV. If you tuned in, hit a like, share, subscribe. If not, we ain't doing no tripping. What we talking about this week is the different forms of corruption and crime. And today what we're going to be talking about is international corruption and what it is, and we'll take it from there. The FBI addresses global fraud against the U.S. government and the corruption of federal public officials outside the continental United States. International corruption negatively affects U.S. financial markets and economic growth. The FBI investigates many types of international corruption, such as Foreign Bribery, Foreign Corrupt Practice Act, FCPA, kleptocracy, Foreign Corruption Program, antitrust, international fraud against the government, international corruption of federal public officials. FBI International Corruption Squad, based in Los Angeles, Miami, New York City, and Washington, D.C., address the national impact of these schemes. These squads work with numerous partners, including outreaching to the private sector. Foreign Corrupt Practice Act. The FBI investigation case under two provisions in the Foreign Corruption Practice Act, FCPA. The anti-bribery provision makes it illegal for U.S. companies and certain international companies to bribe foreign officials. The accounting provision of the FCPA focuses on requirements that apply to all U.S. companies and foreign companies whose securities are listed on the U.S. stock exchange. The U.S. government works with international law enforcement partners to investigate people in the U.S. who are complicit in paying bribes to foreign officials. Learn more Department of Justice FCPA resource guides. Kleptocracy, literally meaning the rule by thieves, is a form of political corruption in which the government seeks personal gain and statutes at the expense of the governed. Corrupt leaders amass wealth by stealing state funds. Some of the worst examples have occurred in countries with very high rates of poverty. And these corrupt leaders transform the funds into U.S. dollars or using the U.S. banking system. The FBI can investigate money laundering and working with international partners for forfeiture, fortify the money back to legitimate authorities in victim countries. Antitrust investigations target conspiracies among competitors to fix prices, rig bids, allocate markets or customers. Those who engage in antitrust violations make illegal profits at the expense of U.S. consumer. Antitrust violation destabilize economic markets and reduce incentives to economic competition. International contract corruption. The FBI was a co-founder of the International Contract Corruption Task Force, which was created in 2006 to address contract fraud concern that originally stemmed from overseas U.S. government spending during the war in Afghanistan and Iraq. These cases typically involve bribery, gratuities, contract extortion, bid rigging, collusion, conflict of interest, product substitution, items, services, invoice without delivery, diversion of goods, and corporate individual conspiracies at various levels of U.S. government operation. Misuse of U.S. funds overseas pose a threat to the U.S. and other countries by promoting corruption within the host nation, damaging diplomatic relations, and potentially strengthening criminal and terrorist organizations. So that's just trying to state the different international corruptions and bribery and just the basic things that corruption holds, and it's just explaining the different type of things that international corruption, it kind of has the same thing as a corruption here. But to all the people that tuned in to G-Man P, the great TV, we appreciate, and to the ones that didn't, we ain't doing no tripping. Peace.